Let's learn about Ospf point-to-point network type. In the previous lesson, we configure Ospf on these three routers in area 0. In this lesson, we will configure Ospf on these two routers in area 1, and from there we will learn about the characteristic of the point-to-point network type. To configure Ospf on router 2 at the router configuration mode, we issue the command router ospf1, then hit enter. It will bring us into the router configuration mode. Then we issue the network command network 10.0.0.10, which is the IP address of the interface S22, and we match for only that specific interface. Then we put the interface in area 1, then hit enter. Let's do it on IT Life Skill Router 2. We need to go to the configuration mode and paste all the commands, and that's it, we are done. To configure Ospf on router 4 at the router configuration mode, we issue the command router ospf1 and hit enter. It will bring us into the router configuration mode. Since this is the first time we configure Ospf on router 4, we need to configure the router ID by using the command router-id, and we provide the ID value for router 4, then hit enter. Then we issue the command network 10.0.0.0, and the wildcard is 0.0.31.255. So this network command will match both interfaces S21 and F00 on IT Life Skill Router 4, and we put both interfaces in area 1, then hit enter. Let's do it on IT Life Skill Router 4. Here we are at the configuration mode, and we need to paste all the commands, and that's it. As you can see, router 4 have just formed the neighborship with router 2. As you may notice, this is a serial link, which is a point-to-point link, because a point-to-point link is the link that only has two routers on the link. And Ospf defaults to use point-to-point network type for serial interfaces. With Ospf enabled, routers that use point-to-point network type will attempt to discover neighbors automatically, but they do not attempt to elect DR and BDR. Therefore, to avoid DR and BDR election, it is recommended to change Ospf network type of Ethernet links to point-to-point. If we know for sure that there is only two routers on the link, or the link is connected to a stuck network. Let's verify Ospf network type on IT Life Skill Router 2 by using the command show IP Ospf interface, and in this case we only verify for the serial interface 22. Let's paste the command on IT Life Skill Router 2. As you can see, for the serial interface 22, the network type is point-to-point. Let's verify the neighbor status on IT Life Skill Router 4. In order to do that, we're going to use the command show IP Ospf neighbor, then hit enter. Then we will use the command show IP Ospf interface brief to view the detail. Let's do it on IT Life Skill Router 4. Here we are at the private mode of IT Life Skill Router 4. Let's paste the command, then hit enter. As you can see, router 4 formed the neighborship with router 2, and the state is full, but there's no DR or BDR election, and the neighborship form on the serial interface of router 4. Let's use the command show IP Ospf interface brief, then hit enter. As you can see on the serial interface S21, the state is point-to-point. As you can see, the Ethernet interface F00 on router 4 is connected to a staff network. Let's change the Ospf network type for the interface F00. In order to do that, at the router 4 configuration mode, we go to the interface F00, then hit enter. It will bring us into the interface configuration mode. Then we issue the command IP Ospf network point-to-point, then hit enter. Let's do it on IT Life Skill router 4. Here we are at the private mode. Let's issue the command show IP Ospf interface F00, then hit enter. As you can see, currently the network type for the interface F00 is broadcast. Let's go to the configuration mode and then go to the interface F00 and paste the command, then hit enter. Now let's X out this and verify the interface F00 again. As you can see, now the network type for the interface F00 is point-to-point. Now let's use the command show IP Ospf interface brief. As you can see, the serial interface is point-to-point, but now the interface F00 also point-to-point. This is the end of this lesson. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching.